Airlines don't shout this from the rooftops, but the truth is, if you're over 60, you're walking past free luxuries every single time you fly. Perks that could save you money, energy, even your health. And yet, most seniors never hear about them because the system is designed for you to stay silent and just cope. Picture this. You step into a giant airport terminal, dragging your bag, knees aching, crowds pushing from all sides. It feels like survival of the fittest. But here's the twist. There's an invisible VIP service waiting for you, completely free, that could turn this nightmare into a smooth red carpet walk. Why haven't you been told? Because the less you ask, the more the airlines profit. Today, I'm exposing 15 hidden benefits that every senior traveler has the right to demand. And trust me, some of these will make you wonder why you ever suffered in silence. Number 1, free wheelchair and cart assistance. Let's start with the one that shocks most people. Walking through an airport can feel like running a marathon you never signed up for. But here's the kicker. You don't need a fancy membership, you don't need to pay a dime. Ask, just ask, and airports will roll out free wheelchair or electric cart service for you. Imagine skipping the endless trek to the gate. Instead, you're guided smoothly through check-in, swept past security lines, and dropped at your boarding gate without breaking a sweat. No racing, no heavy lifting, no "will I make it" panic. And if you're traveling with a buddy, they get to ride shotgun, grinning as the cart zips past the exhausted crowd. The warning? Too many seniors tough it out, risking exhaustion or even injury, simply because they didn't know this existed. Don't be the one collapsing at the gate while your free ride sat unused 2 steps away. Ask early, at booking or at least 48 hours before your flight, and claim what's already yours. Number 2, early boarding. The red carpet nobody talks about. Here's a scene you know too well. The boarding gate opens and suddenly it's a stampede. Elbows flying, people shoving bags into bins like they're fighting for the last lifeboat. Now imagine walking right past that chaos, calm, unhurried, while everyone else battles for scraps. That's not a fantasy. As a senior traveler, you have the right to board early. Think of it as your personal red carpet moment minus the paparazzi. But here's the twist. Most people don't realize this privilege is guaranteed. All you have to do is tell the gate agent. Instead of juggling a cane and a carry-on in a human mosh pit, you're settling in quietly, choosing your overhead bin, breathing easy while the crowd outside grows restless. And here's the warning. If you don't speak up, no one will offer it. Airlines aren't about to announce, "Hey seniors, skip the chaos for free." They'd rather keep you stuck in the cattle rush. Don't let politeness rob you of peace. Flash a smile, make the ask, and enjoy the rare luxury of calm before the storm. Number 3, free seat upgrades for comfort and health. Airlines love to nickel and dime you for everything, especially seat selection. Want an aisle seat to avoid crawling over strangers? Pay up. Prefer sitting near the front so you're not stuck in a human traffic jam when the plane lands? Pay more. That's the game. But here's the loophole. If you're a senior with mobility or health needs, those premium seats often become free if you ask. Imagine this. While everyone else is squeezed into the dreaded middle seat, you're comfortably in an aisle, stretching your legs, standing when you need to, slipping out to the restroom without the awkward gymnastics over sleeping passengers. The twist? Airlines actually reserve a handful of these better seats for passengers who need them, but they will never advertise it. They're banking on your silence. The risk is real. Toughing it out in a cramped spot for hours can cause swelling, pain, even health issues like blood clots. Why gamble with your comfort or your health when the fix is as simple as saying, "I need an aisle seat for mobility reasons"? Don't see this as begging for favors. See it as claiming what's already set aside for you. Comfort and safety should never come with a price tag. Number 4, companion perks and almost free tickets. Flying alone can feel daunting, especially when you know you might need an extra hand mid-journey. But here's a little-known twist. Some airlines quietly allow your spouse, caregiver, or even an adult child to fly with you for free or close to it. Picture this. Instead of struggling alone with bags, boarding, and the maze of terminals, you've got your trusted companion right there. Air Canada has programs where your helper's ticket can be reduced to nothing more than taxes and fees. Southwest Airlines takes it even further with a companion pass so generous that your designated buddy sometimes pays less than $10 on domestic flights. And starting in 2025, even Frontier Airlines is rolling out its own version of the deal. But here's the catch. Airlines don't shout this from the rooftops. They bury it in accessibility sections of their websites, hoping you won't notice. And that silence costs travelers hundreds of dollars every single trip. The reality? All it takes is a phone call to the airline's special assistance or accessibility desk before booking. The danger is assuming you have no choice but to pay double. In truth, you could be leaving a nearly free ticket on the table. Don't book blindly. Ask. Because sometimes the only thing standing between you and a companion flying for pennies is the courage to demand it. Number 5, senior discounts that airlines hide. Most travelers think senior discounts vanished with paper tickets. Airlines would love you to believe that because if you never ask, they keep charging full price. But here's the twist. Those discounts are still alive, just buried so deep you'd never find them with a casual Google search. Imagine this. You call an airline directly, ask about senior fares, and suddenly a flight that was $450 drops by a clean $200. British Airways even partners with AARP to give seniors that kind of break. That's not a coupon, it's like finding money on the ground. Here's the catch, you won't see it in flashy online sales, and yes, sometimes the discount fare isn't the absolute rock bottom price. But here's the warning. Those senior fares often come with extras that matter. Refundable tickets, waived change fees, more flexibility. Exactly the kind of safety net you need when your plans aren't carved in stone. The danger is assuming those super saver sales online are always the cheapest. In reality, a senior fare might save you more when things go wrong. The airlines won't tell you this. Why would they? Silence makes them richer. But the smart move is simple. Call, ask, insist. Because the discount game isn't gone, it's just hidden in plain sight. Number 6, hidden help with your carry-on. Let's be honest, overhead bins are war zones. People shoving, slamming, climbing seats just to stuff one more bag in. For seniors, that's more than inconvenient. It's a recipe for pulled muscles, twisted shoulders, even dangerous falls. Here's the twist. Flight attendants are not just there to hand out pretzels. They're trained and obligated to help you with your carry-on. That means lifting it, stowing it, even buckling your belt or opening stubborn snack wrappers if needed. Think of them as butlers in uniform, minus the tuxedo. But the warning is this. Too many seniors stay silent, struggling to hoist a heavy bag overhead while younger passengers glare. That's how accidents happen. You don't win points for independence if it ends with an injury before you've even left the ground. Picture this instead. You board calmly, hand your carry-on to a smiling attendant, and sit down stress-free while others wrestle like it's an Olympic sport. One simple request turns a potential hazard into effortless comfort. Don't let pride or politeness stop you. The service is yours already. It's only wasted if you don't ask. Number 7, extra snacks and meals. They don't advertise. Airlines act like food is some precious treasure in the sky. Tiny portions, timed servings, and then nothing. But here's the secret most people miss. There are always leftovers, and flight attendants would much rather hand them to you than toss them in the trash. Picture this. You've finished the first snack run, but your stomach's still growling. Instead of sitting there hungry, you press the call button. A few minutes later, you're the proud owner of a second sandwich, an extra pack of pretzels, maybe even those coveted Biscoff cookies. Suddenly, the people around you are side-eyeing your jackpot like you just won the in-flight lottery. The twist? You don't have to wait to be offered. You have to ask. Most passengers never do, which is why the snacks sit untouched in the galley. The risk? If you stay quiet, you'll walk off the plane hungry, while perfectly good food goes in the trash. And here's a bonus few know. Sometimes even full extra meals are up for grabs once the cabin is served. That's a hot entree that costs you nothing, simply because you had the courage to say, "Do you happen to have any extras?" In a world where airlines nickel and dime everything, this one freebie is practically a rebellion. Number 8, free drinks, blankets, and small comforts. Flying at 30,000 feet dries you out like a desert. Those tiny plastic cups of water, they don't cut it. The secret is you can ask for the whole bottle. No charge, no eye rolls, just hydration on demand. And when the cabin air gets bone chilling, here's another twist. Extra blankets and pillows are hidden in the galley, waiting for someone bold enough to request them. Picture this. While others are shivering under paper-thin blankets, you're wrapped like a burrito, head propped up on a second pillow, sipping a hot tea that actually calms your nerves. Yes, hot drinks like tea, coffee, even warm broth are available. You just need to ask. The warning? Most seniors simply endure discomfort and silence, thinking this is just how it is. Meanwhile, the quiet few who know the trick are cozy, hydrated, and arriving far fresher. Airlines won't volunteer these things because the less they give, the more they save. So don't let pride or hesitation cost you comfort. Push that call button and ask. You're not a bother. You're a passenger with rights. The sky can feel like home if you know where to look. Number 9. Hygiene, earbuds, and the hidden amenity kits. Airplanes are germ factories. Tray tables, armrests, seatbelts, touched by hundreds before you. Yet here's the twist. Flight attendants carry sanitizing wipes and even spare masks. All you have to do is ask. Instead of stressing about flu season, you could wipe down your space in seconds and breathe easier. Then comes entertainment. Forgot your headphones? No problem. Airlines keep cheap earbuds stashed away like secret contraband. They're not high-end, but they'll save you from staring at a silent screen for hours. On long-haul flights, you can even score extras, eye masks, earplugs, turning your cramped seat into a mini sleep pod. And here's the hidden luxury most people miss: amenity kits. Those small pouches with socks, toothbrushes, lip balm, and more aren't just for business class. On overnight or international flights, economy passengers can often get them too, if they ask. Sometimes they're leftovers from premium cabins, sometimes just extras the crew keeps tucked away. The warning? Stay silent, and you'll sit through a 10-hour flight with dry eyes, dirty hands, and zero comfort, while the perks ride unused in the galley. Speak up, and suddenly your economy seat feels closer to an upgrade. Number 10. Switching seats and gate pass secrets. We've all lived the nightmare, stuck in the middle seat, wedged between two strangers, or worse, sitting next to the bathroom door that never stops opening. Most passengers accept their fate, but here's the twist. If the flight isn't full, you don't have to. Wait until boarding is done, then politely ask a flight attendant if you can move. Suddenly, that cramped middle transforms into an aisle, or even an empty row all to yourself. It's like scoring a stealth upgrade without spending a cent. The danger? If you sneak into premium or exit rows without permission, you'll get booted right back. The trick is asking at the right time, with respect, and the crew often encourages it. And here's another secret few seniors know: the gate pass. If traveling alone feels overwhelming, airlines can issue a free pass so a family member or friend can escort you past security right up to the gate. They can wait with you, help with paperwork, or simply ease the stress of being alone. Picture it. Instead of navigating the chaos solo, you've got someone right beside you, walking you to your seat until the very last moment. The warning? If you don't request it, the airlines won't mention it. Silence leaves you struggling, while a simple ask gives you a travel buddy without the ticket. Number 11. TSA shortcuts and passenger support specialists. Security checkpoints. Just hearing the word makes some travelers tense up. Shoes off, belts off, laptops out. It feels like a gauntlet designed to trip you up. But here's the twist. If you're 75 or older, the TSA quietly gives you shortcuts most people would kill for. You can keep your shoes on, your light jacket stays on. In some airports, you'll even get waved through a special senior lane, bypassing the shuffle of trays and body scanners. Think of it as a built-in mini TSA pre-check you never had to pay for. The warning? Agents don't always volunteer this. You may have to politely say, "I'm 75," and watch the rules bend in your favor. But that's not all. For seniors who get anxious, travel with medical devices, or simply need extra guidance, there's another hidden ally: TSA passenger support specialists. Imagine having your own concierge at security, walking you through every step, handling your belongings with care, explaining what comes next. No rush, no confusion, no panic. Picture the difference. Instead of sweating in line, fumbling with bins, you're calmly guided through with dignity. The danger is going in blind, bracing for chaos when the help is standing right there waiting if you ask for it. Number 12. Help with tight connections and free vouchers. During delays, picture this. Your plane lands late and your next flight is already boarding halfway across the airport. The panic sets in, knees weak, heart racing. You wonder if you'll ever make it. But here's the twist. You don't have to run. Airlines can arrange a wheelchair, an electric cart, or even a personal escort to whisk you through the chaos and straight to your gate. In rare cases, they'll even hold the connecting flight for you if you speak up fast enough. The danger is staying silent, sprinting on your own, and risking a fall or a missed flight. A simple word to the crew before you land can turn a nightmare dash into a smooth, guided handoff. And when flights are delayed for hours, or worse, overnight, here's another hidden card: free vouchers. If the airline is at fault, they can hand you meal coupons worth $12 to $15, or even cover your hotel, transport, and food for the night. But don't expect them to announce it over the loudspeaker. You have to ask, firmly but politely. The warning? Too many seniors spend their own money on overpriced airport sandwiches or book last-minute hotels when the airline should have footed the bill. Don't reward their silence. Claim what's yours. Number 13. Special meals and in-flight first aid. Airline food has a bad reputation: tiny trays, mystery sauces, and salt levels that could dry a river. But here's the twist. If you're a senior with dietary needs, you don't have to settle for whatever slop rolls down the aisle. Airlines quietly offer special meals: low sodium, diabetic friendly, gluten-free, vegetarian, made in small batches, fresher, and usually served first. Picture this. While the rest of the cabin waits, you're already unwrapping a meal tailored for your health, finishing earlier, and even getting to the restroom before the post-dinner stampede. The catch? You must order it at least 24 to 48 hours before your flight, or politely ask the crew if any extras are available once you're on board. Most passengers don't even know they exist, so the few who ask get the benefits. And here's another hidden lifeline: in-flight first aid, headache, upset stomach, motion sickness. Planes carry kits with aspirin, ibuprofen, antacids, bandages, even cough drops, free if you request them. The warning? Too many seniors tough it out in silence, suffering needlessly for hours, when relief is just one call button away. This isn't charity, it's part of the service you've already paid for. Airlines won't remind you, but the moment you ask, you'll discover the sky is better stocked than you think. Number 14. Mobility devices, bathroom tricks, and theft protection. For seniors who rely on mobility aids, walkers, canes, wheelchairs, even oxygen machines, airlines might try to make you feel like it's extra baggage. Here's the truth: it's not. By law, these devices travel free. They don't count towards your luggage limit, and you can use them all the way up to the aircraft door. Some airlines even stash folding wheelchairs in the cabin closet if you ask early. The danger is letting the counter staff convince you otherwise. Don't pay a dime, it's your right. Now let's talk about the airplane bathroom rush, a chaos every traveler dreads. Here's the twist: timing is everything. Order a special meal, you'll be served first, meaning you finish early and beat the bathroom crowd. Or set an alarm 2 hours before landing and slip in before the entire cabin wakes up. What feels like a trivial trick can save you from painful lines and turbulent aisles. And finally, the warning no one likes to talk about: theft. Yes, it happens in flight. Dark cabins and crowded boarding are prime moments for thieves. Protect yourself, pull your bag slightly under your legs, clip the zippers with a carabiner, never leave passports or wallets in the seatback pocket. A thief won't risk fumbling at your feet, but they will snatch what you leave exposed. Comfort, dignity, safety, they're all within reach if you know the rules. Ignore them and you risk losing more than just convenience. Number 15. Health protection with compression socks and the unexpected bonuses. There's one danger most seniors don't even realize until it's too late: deep vein thrombosis. Hours of sitting still at 30,000 feet can trigger blood clots in your legs, silent, painful, and in some cases deadly. But here's the twist: prevention is simple. Slip on compression socks and your circulation stays alive. Add small in-seat moves, ankle circles, foot pumps, knee lifts, and you're beating the odds. Even better, stand and stretch every couple of hours and keep that water bottle close while skipping the extra coffee and booze. Picture yourself landing with light legs instead of swollen ankles, walking off the plane ready instead of drained. The risk is real, but so is the fix. Ignore it, and you gamble with your health. Take action, and you've just hacked one of the biggest threats in senior travel. And before we land this list, here's a softer twist. Some freebies weren't even designed for seniors, but they're yours if you ask. Those little pilot wing pins meant for kids, still around. Coloring books, puzzles, even spare amenity kits sometimes make their way into the hands of travelers bold enough to request them. Think of it as the sky's way of saying, fun isn't reserved for the young. The truth is, airlines hope you'll keep quiet, shuffle along, and accept discomfort. But silence costs you comfort, money, and sometimes safety. Speak up, claim these hidden perks, and suddenly flying at 70 feels less like survival and more like luxury you earned. So here's the bottom line. Airlines thrive on your silence. Every unclaimed discount, every unused freebie, every comfort you never asked for, it all fattens their pockets while you struggle through the flight. But the truth is, you hold the power. One question at booking, one request at the gate, one press of the call button. That's all it takes to flip the script. Traveling as a senior doesn't mean settling for less. It means you've earned the right to fly smarter, safer, and more comfortably than ever before. Don't let hidden perks slip through your fingers. Claim them, use them, own them. And if this opened your eyes, don't stop here. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to know these secrets before their next flight. Because the more of us who speak up, the harder it is for airlines to keep these perks buried. Flying at 70, 80, even 90 isn't just possible, it can be extraordinary. The only question is, will you ask for what's already yours?